Hello everyone, on today's episode we're doing a cosmetic change. No, I'm not getting Botox on my face, and no, I'm not getting my lips injected. I think they're juicy enough, and I'm not getting a Brazilian butt lift, but we are changing the fuel cap to a flush mounted one on the low rider S. This should be a super simple, easy install. It's literally taking off the old cap, putting the flush mounted one on, and then doing the sticky ring, and that is it. I'm hoping there's no weird catastrophic failures on the way that I usually encounter on my mods. Why am I doing this? There is actually a particular reason why. My fuel cap rattles like anything, and that really ticks me off. I can't handle it. And also underneath the fuel cap, I'm going to show you in a minute, there's a gap, and it always tends to get dirty. Every time I clean the fuel tank, there's always that bit underneath that it's sometimes hard to get to, and I really don't want to clean it with the fuel cap off in case something falls into the actual fuel tank itself. That'd be kind of sketchy, and you really don't want to be doing that. So yeah, so this literally is flush to some degree on the fuel tank. You guys are going to see it once it's installed, but let's have a look at the fuel tank cap. So here we are. This is the standard fuel cap on a low rider S, and pretty much most of the Harley Davidson models. And if you notice, so that's in, that's not going to come out. So that's, once you do max, it sort of clicks. To undo it, it's that process. But once you get to that and it comes undone, I just can't stand that. And also, if you look, there is a bit of a gap underneath. So very importantly, what do you get in the box? That is the model number for you guys if you're interested. What's sketchy about Harley Davidson is, even though this is a black one, they put a picture of a chrome one on, and then they put a picture of a black one on. So don't be fooled by that, guys. Do read the label. I don't know why Harley does that. Why not just put a black one on? You've got instructions of destruction. You've obviously got the fuel cap there. So I'll show you guys in a minute how that works. That's the flush mount system, and then that's the sticky ring that goes on the outside. The only tools we need are masking tape. I've got some cleaning pads just to clean before we do the sticky. Why do we need that masking tape? It is in the instructions. It's to do a marking so we make sure the ring sits properly. The reason why we're actually doing it to make sure it sits properly is there is a curvature on these rings. I really don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but let me show you guys. If you notice where that red tab is, it points further down. There's a bit of a curve. So it's not a flat ring, as it were, and that's to follow the contour of the fuel tank, and we'll show you that in a minute. Guys, just a quick disclaimer, I'm no mechanic. I'm just some random biker dude on YouTube. Take it as light entertainment. I wasn't sponsored for this. I paid for this all through my own money, and I got it through Walls. I'll leave the model number of the cap and also Walls details if you ever want to contact them. But again, I've not been sponsored. It's out of my own pocket. Enjoy. Okay. I want to show you guys how the fuel cap actually works before I put it on the tank. So there's a spring mechanism, and what you do is imagine you've screwed it into the fuel tank, and that's it, and it will be sort of flush against that ring, and then you can unscrew. That's it. Let's get down to business. First thing, let's remove the fuel cap, the old one. There you go. Next, we take our flash mount and fuel cap. That's in, and then there you go, that's it. So now, actually, you guys, you might be able to see some of those marks that I was mentioning, where the dirt gets underneath that cap, and sometimes when you are cleaning, you actually miss it. But now, I'm just going to give this all a bit of a clean. And let me show you guys what I mean about that curvature. If you look, there is a curve. It's really difficult to show you guys with that, but effectively, right, that's rocking away. Let's move it around. Oh, nearly there. Still rocking around. And that's about it. There's somewhere. Alright, that is solid on. That is not moving at all. Because there's a curvature like that on the fuel tank, and that's the same shape, the contour that is on there. In addition, there are some notches, but it's just easier, I think, to put it on the fuel tank and work out where it sits. Alternatively, if you did it the other way around, doesn't work. So yeah, that's on. Okay, now we get the masking tape. Just to show you guys, I've got the masking tape on there. Next, we need to, whoops, camera nearly went. We need to make a line so we know when we take off the sticker from the ring, we know exactly where to put it. I've done my line. Now we can take the ring off. And then we can unpeel that red sticky. Oh, don't mess it up, man, don't mess it up. Concentrate the line. And we are on. Okay, just gonna put some pressure on here for a little while. Okay, so I've put some pressure on there. Everything is aligned. Let's remove this little sticky. And there you have it. It's all done. Let's see. Oh, a little twist. Ta-da! That's it, guys. All done. What do you think? Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. It's a bit of... I've got to admit that was one of the quickest installs ever, and I like it. I really do like the way it. I really like the way it just sits there now. I was actually joking with Dom at Wars and said, it'll probably make the bike faster. Look at the aerodynamics on that. Guys, thank you very much for watching. That was one of the easiest and quickest installs ever. And guess what? It wasn't as painful as getting a lip injection, Botox. Super easy. Guys, thank you. Until next time, ride safe. I'll see you. Bye.